everybody. This is Scott with the STS Guys.
Hey, it's Leo from the STS Guys.
And today we have a review and discussion of, I think, both Leo and I's new favorite game, Assassin's Creed Origins.
I think it is my most favorite. Obsession.
Yeah. It's a true thing. Now, I have a story to tell before we get into the review here, because I had recorded a first impressions video with audio, and I was not kind in that thing. I mean, I didn't say the game was bad, but I did not give, based on my initial review, a very good kind of score to that one.
Well, it takes some getting used to.
It does, right?
But I think that's the beauty of it, is its origins. So it's not what we've come to know and love since 2007.
Yeah.
The whole franchise has, evolved, and now we're kind of stepping back.
Yeah.
I think I felt the same way. The first couple missions, I'm like, what am I doing here?
Right.
Yeah.
And those first, I would say it took until, the point where I really started to like it is about the time when you saw the opening crawl, where it actually gave the Assassin's Creed
Origins. Yeah.
Right. By that point, which, for anyone who plays it, you don't actually hit that, intro thing till a good 2 hours into the game.
And that's if you're going steady. It took me a day and a half because I stopped, took a break.
Right. So imagine, a day and a half in, and all of a sudden you get the now you actually start the game.
Well, and I've been waiting for that because I remember, what was it, 3 with the colonial era? Mm-hmm. They did that. Right. It took you a second to get to the crawl.
The main character. Yeah. So everything is different in this game. I think, Leo, you can say, or at least agree with me on this one, right? Everything is different in terms of the way the thing plays.
Everything is different. I mean, the guy only has one blade, for God's sakes, and you don't even get that until, well, for me, it was 3 days in.
Yeah, so it takes you a while to get that. What do you think of the new combat system?
It took some getting used to, because I remembered in 3, you can summon your blade at will and start, stealth killing. You didn't have to go up so close to the guys and press Y or triangle. Right. But now, it seemed, at first it seemed clunky, but I think that's by design. Bayek doesn't really. He was a magi, but he doesn't really know what he's doing. I mean, he cuts off his finger. Spoiler alert! He cuts off his finger.
Accidentally cuts his finger off with the hidden blade the first time, which leads into why do they all remove their finger? Right. So,
I think though, some of the weapons take some getting used to, and I think that's by design. I have a hammer right now, or a big,
big mallet.
Yeah, and it takes one hit, and he has to take a second to kind of get himself together.
Get it going. Yeah. Well, I like how they have where you can carry the 2 main weapons. Yeah. Which I think a few of the
Unity
games,
lets you do that.
Unity let you have where you have a main and a secondary, but this one at any point you can carry. Not only I think
basically you can carry 4 weapons, 2 melees and 2 bows.
2 bows, and you have an inventory. So if you have 5 different swords, and there's multiple categories of different weapons that you can carry,
you can swap them out.
Hundreds of weapons, and on the fly basically switch them out, which is way different than any game before.
Yeah. In fact, I didn't realize I had so much animal product and stuff until I was at the store last night, and I went to go sell something, and I scrolled all the way down. I had 60 hyena ears. It was crazy.
Were you selling it, and you're I can sell this stuff.
Yeah,
buy some things.
I totally did too.
So the other thing that's really different, I'll see how you like this, because I really love it, is the new Eagle Vision.
Yes, the drone.
The drone, basically. Yeah.
I have to say, what I like about it is if I'm exploring, or you do Follow the Road, which is a great one. I don't actually remember that.
No.
But I'll have him, if it's far out, I'll have him follow road and send him that way. But I call send you up, and I'll just
scout around.
Yeah, and I look for materials that might be nearby, and I really he comes in handy a lot, because it's almost like Wildlands, where you can pick or point out people before you're even in the base. Yeah. I do really like that. Yeah.
To track it and go through it. I think that's a good thing. So anybody who's played the Tom Clancy's Wildlands, the Ghost Recon, it's basically just an old school version of that drone from the game.
Yeah, it is. I have to say, one of my favorite features I love so far is the Predator bow skill, where you shoot the arrow
and you can control it.
You curve the bullet, basically. I have to say that's one of my favorite. I'll sit there and just shoot arrows all day.
I thought it was going to be hokey, so I didn't get that skill, to be honest. But once I got it,
it's
and
totally
I found
worth
out that it's for anyone thinking like, oh, you could curve the thing. You don't have a whole lot of control.
No, they slow it down maybe 0.25 speed.
Yeah, so
you still don't have a lot of time.
and it doesn't. The turning does not. It's not like you're going to go around a corner. Like you can maybe get somebody that's just on the other side of a pillar or something.
And that's you nicking their arm or leg.
Yeah,
so you're going to piss them off and set off the alarm.
So this is if you shoot and you realize like, oh crap, like I need to make this a headshot to take this guy out, but there's I'm too far away. You can kind of guide it towards that head to ping that guy.
Yeah, I have to say I like their. I don't want to say content, maybe accuracy is. I've actually done some fact checking on ancient Egypt and around this time, and like a lot of what they have, they did the research.
Oh yeah.
What is it? Ubisoft? No.
Ubisoft. Yeah. So, speaking of that, there's a article I just read actually about it. That you know how they just found that there's some new chamber that was hidden in the pyramid.
Yeah.
The guys at Assassin's Creed had already built that in there because some dude a few years ago theorized that that's how it was built, really? And that there would have been a chamber there.
No
and so
way.
they built that into the game, and come to find out,
it's actually there.
It's there. Now, what's in it is probably not correct.
Right.
But, you know, because I think they filled it with, like, treasure and stuff.
It's funny that comes out now, though.
Yeah.
Almost ironic that
it was like 3 days after the game release.
Totally Mandela effect.
And so, yeah. So people were, like, talking there, like, they went to Ubisoft, they're like, oh, so you guys going to drop a patch to put this in? And they came back and were like, no need. We figured that was there. Like, our historian told us that was there, so we built that into the game.
You know what? How cool is that? Like, the kid, he gets made fun of loving history in high school, and he's freaking working for Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Doing probably one of the top grossing games they've ever done.
Oh, yeah. So, that's right. Now, you mentioned a feature that I think every game in open world needs to have. The follow the road.
Yeah. I mean, it's a way of pausing without having to pause.
So for people who haven't played it, what it is you know, it's a big open world. You have a
massive.
Mount. It's a massive world. They have a mount, and you know sometimes you're thousands of meters away from a road. So there's actually they built in a feature that you don't have to like actually hold the button down for the forward to make the animal go. You can just I think you hold X
for a few seconds,
the PS4 and it pings puts a little line on the map, and it follows to whatever your objective. It figures out the nearest path and just auto drives you there.
Yeah.
So it's a cool feature.
It is pretty cool. What I like about it, too, is it depends on where you are riding the horse. If you're in the city, he kind of trots. If you're in, like, the dunes, he'll just start gunning.
Right. Yeah. Kind of bolt.
So it's very dynamic how they did that.
And I like how, like, when you're moving, like, if you're on soft sand, you don't go as fast. Yeah. And, like... it's harder to crawl uphill.
They played their realism really well in this game. I have to say, just all in all, it's on a scale of 1 to 5, solid 4.5, high 4 even.
Like high. I would put it there too, but there is a couple of things that I don't like about it. But I'm going to start with you. What are some of the things that you don't like?
It seems buggy right now. A couple of times I've been walking or on the horse in town, and it'll just freeze. Now, the camera moves, but everything else stops, and then it takes a second for it to kind of recalibrate. I don't know if it's just the game is glitchy right now, or if it's my PS4 system, or what it might be. The other thing I don't really like is, and maybe it's just because I'm not that far ahead, but his wife has to be an assassin. I mean, it's obvious she killed the other 4 masked guys, right?
Right.
But I've discovered her DNA, but I haven't, like, clicked into her memories yet.
Yeah, so... I think I'm a little bit farther than you, and I can tell you it is definitely going that direction. That I don't know if I think she's more of the hey, we gotta kind of this is what our purpose now. Like she's the one more pushing it. Like Bayek's more filled with rage at the people that for anybody to know, basically it's a revenge game. He's out there to get revenge on the people who, you know, killed his family. His wife realizes that they're part of a big order, and she's like, "We're wiping out everyone involved. Like this order has to go." She's going
crazy.
So it seems like she's, I think, going to be more the pusher towards the assassin order.
But so, like, spoiler alert, which is not a huge spoiler because like you get to it maybe a couple hours into the game, but. I'm waiting for her to find out that it was actually Bayek that killed his son. Because remember, he tried to stab the snake and he dodged it.
Yeah, and he got
his own kid.
Yeah, so it was kind of his.
Yeah, but what's funny is this is supposed to be an origin story, right? Mm-hmm. Like, so in theory, the assassins are coming from the Magi Order, but they're talking about this ancient order. So apparently, the Templars, if you air quotes, or whoever the antagonist is for the whole franchise, has been around longer than the Assassins have been.
Right. So they've been around, and apparently they called themselves the Order of Ancients, right?
Yeah.
And then at some point they're going to be like, oh, we're going to call ourselves the Templar Order now, which I'm guessing is maybe Crusades, or at some point they're going to take over.
Yeah. But I kind of went on a tangent, but I think that's pretty much the continuity gaps seem to be my biggest hang up, but I think it's just because I'm too early into the game, and I'm a little impatient for those kinds of things.
It tripped me out first. I thought I skipped a cutscene at the beginning. Yeah. Because you go from you show this happy family, and then the next scene is you're ragged and you're stabbing some dude.
This big guy, and
you stab him in the face with a knife. Yeah.
Well, I was kind of pissed after you meet Aya. I want to call her Aya from Game of Thrones because it's about. I think it's spelled the same actually. But when you meet her, the other 4 masked men get X'd out. So I'm like, well, what the hell am I here for then? Like, the whole game is over.
You come back, you're like, I took out 1. And she's like, good. I took out 3 more. I killed 1 and 2 more came and found me and I killed them all. You're like, oh, okay.
But then it gets me wondering, they revealed, the scarab and
there's more.
The 4. But now I'm like, is that it? Or is there there has to be more.
I can tell you there's more and more and more.
This world is just big enough where, I don't even think we're going to find the end of the ancient of the Order.
No, I don't think so either. I think they've left this to be able to go through.
Have you gotten to the Avenge pieces yet? I don't have my PS Plus? PlayStation Plus?
Yeah.
I don't have that active right now, but I'm seeing people online who died in the map, and I pick up their little thing and I get XP for avenging the person who killed them.
So it'll be. I think it is.
That's kind of cool.
People who died, and it's their way to be like, hey, you want some extra fun? Your buddy or this random person died here. This tiger killed it. This or this lion
I think
killed
a hippo killed one of mine.
Go kill that hippo. I'm like, get it taken care of.
What about you? What don't you?
The side quest. That's what you brought up. I love the main story of the game. I really, really like it. I think it tells a wonderful story, and I'm intrigued. I want to know more. Some of the side quests, I think, lack a little bit of depth.
They do. I think they're only there to kind of gain XP, honestly. And that's what I've been doing to try and level up, is just all those side quests.
And you're just
the baker in Sias, in Memphis. It was in Memphis. I'm like, dude, what the hell is it? This has nothing to do with anything. Except at the end, you have to incur on a base and get these things.
Pick this item up and drop it over here, and then go wipe out a base.
Yeah.
And there.
Most of which is picking up people that are captured. I'm like,
and saving people.
But it gets me those yellow points. So
So it gets you the XP. So I wish that those would be a little bit more in depth. Because you have such a big, huge world, and these side quests are stay within this little pocket, and it's kind of a formulaic, and I really wish that those were a little bit more.
They're legit side quests, honestly. They have, it's on the side. It's really just to get you to do something. If you, me,
break the monotony.
I'm impatient for the storyline, but I also don't want to blast through it because I want to enjoy telling the story.
The ride and
I killed the scarab the other day or yesterday, not meaning to. I just went to go do one of the missions for it, and then I was going to move on, and I ended up doing the 3 in his little triangle, and then he ends up showing up, and I kill him or whatever, and I'm like, damn, I already killed one of them.
Oh, got one of them done. Yeah, some of those bad guys are. You think they're boss people.
They're not.
And it's 1 or 2 missions, and
which makes me scared for the end game.
Yeah.
If these bosses are easy,
that's why I'm hoping, because I'm at the level that you're at. I still don't have all things, but I've been told there's more.
Yeah.
By one of the characters. He's like, hey, come meet me up here, and we'll talk about these next guys. Now, I have run into a couple people that I can't one-shot with the hidden blade. So there's been a couple captains that are strong enough that if I try to...
They push you off, right?
You try to do the hidden blade, I'll damage them, but they'll throw you off and they'll stand up and you have to fight them.
Yeah,
so.
I had one of those too. You know what I like? Is it I don't know if the P is silent, the Toliacs, those guys with the horns, the guys after you?
Oh, yes.
Those guys are crazy.
Falaki Kai, or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
it is, the Falakis.
I've taken 2 down. So
I've
far.
only found one that was within level because I've been running around where I'm lower than most
So you
of the
don't
stuff
have
around
the
me.
skulls?
So yeah, so I look at it and I'm like, oh, that guy's like 10 levels ahead of me. I'm not touching
Yeah,
that.
you don't mess with that. You don't want to mess with him.
So I did take one of them out. They're hard as hell,
They are.
but it is fun to.
You know what?
drop
Now we're talking about those, I remembered one flaw that I didn't really like, and it's you use the R toggle to click and you aim on your target, right, as you're fighting. Well, especially when I'm on the horse, I'm a go left with my left joystick, go right with or follow it going left to move the camera as I'm moving.
But you just switch your reticle.
I keep switching
switch the next
targets,
person.
and I'm just making it worse.
I stopped, unless I'm one-on-one, I stopped actually specifically targeting something. And I, just got to make sure, I play it like Dark Souls at that point, where I'm not locked on, but like you lock on.
You just start swinging.
But I start swinging, and then if you have enough range around you, though, and somebody comes in, you can hit that dodge button to get out of the way. So yeah, I play it more like Dark Souls now, where I'm like, I'll lock on if it's somebody bigger than me, and I need to have more like dodge mobility. Yeah. But if it's just like 5-on-1 and they're all lower level guys, I don't even lock on anymore.
Really? I honestly, like, I was apprehensive for it because, I mean, I'm biased. I loved 3. I really loved the colonial era one.
See, with 3, I liked the era. I did not like that specific storyline.
The storyline, the storyline was a little flawed.
Yeah.
I didn't like, Unity was all right, but I didn't get it.
There was nothing.
Which one was French Revolution? That was Unity.
Yeah.
So there was the British one too. That was after.
The Industrial Revolution on that one.
Black Flag I never played.
You need to.
I heard that one was really good because you have all the naval battles, right?
Yeah.
So
these ones, you eventually get to the point where you get some naval battles in this one.
Good.
They did bring that functionality back. So for anybody who likes Black Flag, it's
back.
Ancient Egyptian like triremes.
Oh yeah, they've got the rowers and
shit. So it's still not
no cannons.
No cannons. They shoot arrows at each other, but you do have some of that naval battle. It is back.
Cool. That's cool. I was apprehensive just because it's ancient Egypt. Where are you going to do Leap of Faith? Where are you going to what is there about ancient Egypt? But they did a good job, I have to say, so far. And of course, the first thing I did, because I'm an explorer, the first thing I did, I had to go find Giza. I had to find the pyramids.
Oh yeah, you have to go in there and do it.
So anyway, for me, solid high score. They did a great job.
So your final one. So just to kind of recap, Leo, you put it 4.5 plus. You're just under a 5.
Just under a 5. And that's only because I haven't finished the game. I'm probably subject to change.
But I'm going to lock it in here just based on what I've played. I'm going with you here. I'm giving it a solid 4.5 out of 5.
Good.
So
I know you and I, that was... When we first met, that was the first thing we ever talked about was Assassin's Creed.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're huge fans.
For anyone who sees it, look at the sticker on the back of my car.
Yeah.
I got the Brotherhood logo. So
it's funny because you have folks that have their sort of cliques in games, right? Like I have buddies in Tennessee who love Call of Duty. There's folks that love Battlefront. I have to say, I'm glad to see the Assassin's Creed franchise going the direction it's going.
Yeah, I would love to play more games with this control and this kind of the way that this plays.
I haven't actually bought the game. I'm red boxing right now, and I'm dying because it's $3 every day.
Yeah.
So I think tomorrow or the day after, I'm just going to go buy a copy.
On that next payday and pick it up. Yep. You can wait till Black Friday. I think it's dropping in price for Black Friday. Hint for anybody who listens.
I got to wait another week. I don't know about that.
So, so with that, going up here. This is not going to be our last gaming video. This is. The first one where we've actually been able to sit down and have a good discussion about the game.
Certainly not with video game season coming.
Oh, with video game season coming up, there will be more. So with that, guys, again, general reaction to this: buy the game, play it.
Yeah, pick it up. You won't regret it.
If you've never played an Assassin's Creed game, this is a perfect one to get into. Yeah. There's not a lot of stuff that you'll miss, and it gives you a good feeling about the kind of the way that the games play. Yeah, so
agreed.
This is definitely a buy. 4.5 plus out of 5. So for that, I'm Scott from the STS guys.
Hey, it's Leo.
Have a good one. 19 minutes.
What is it?
Soldiers are coming for you!
Go. Come, quickly.
McCleaod, no one gets out of the house alive. Hepzibah! We're just here to talk! No McCleaod's been killed. Your friend, the Magi, may have been involved. Come out, if you wish to clear his name. Prepare an ambush.
Neck! They will find my letters and burn down my place. I will be executed.
Don't worry. I will take care of this.
Watch out!
What's that? Who's there?
Keep low. He is getting too close.
Hey, wait! Now for the rest of them.
They think they can ambush us.
Stay low.
Hey, wait!
He's going to be surprised.
That does it.
Thank you, Bayek. I told you these McCleaod do not care.
I cannot believe their gall.
It is sad. Come upstairs. I will show you all the Magi duties of Siwa. All the problems of Siwa are here. I try to help everyone, but it is more than I can do.
So you are telling me you do not have the powers of a god?
But the real problem is that man you want to kill. Majunimon. The people were hopeful when he first arrived. Surely, things would improve. We soon learned the truth, actually.
I fear for the safety of your family, priest. I will move them to a more secure area.
That is the man you're up against.
I will find him and kill him.
Majunimon is a lot more powerful than he looks. And he is surrounded by the finest soldiers.
I do not care.
You'll be killed. You need to get tougher if you want to murder that spindly shit. For sure, you'll need better armor.
I can make that myself.
Weapons are more difficult. The soldiers took everything in the village.
I will talk to the blacksmith.
Yes, Benipe can certainly make something for you. Or Senu can help you find what you need.
Senu? Senu is alive.
Look who is coming.
Senu, old girl. In fine form.
Rabia has nursed her to health.
I must thank her.
The people are desperate for your help, Bayek. They'll help you if you help them.
I understand. I need to hunt for leather.